we are going to learn wonderful dashboard from Google Sheet, and I will be picking directly from the gallery, Google Sheet gallery. And not only that, I will be explaining how we can calculate the values, number one. Number two, how we can create the charts, some charts like the geo chart and bar chart and all, how we can create, and how we can have a dashboard similarly like this, right? How we can and create some chart like this. All that I will be explaining in this video, right? And not only that, we will also will be learning the VLOOKUP formula and various formula and how we can call the queries and so on. And this is the the output we are gonna get it at the end. So how to find the file? You can go to file and you can go to file again, once again new. Inside the new, you will find from template gallery. Have a click on it. You have a various template starting from personal, and then you have for work, and then you have work for project management, and you have education and so on. But we are interested in this analytic dashboard. We'll take it. And some dashboards are there that is also very appealing. For example, website traffic dashboard you can do, but this requires add-on, right? If you would like to try out that, you can also do it. In the next video, we'll be talking about it. But now for the discussion and training, we'll be taking analytic dashboard. Have a click on this. When you click, you will be end up having the similar dashboard which I have already have. Maybe what I will do, I will just close this file and then I can show directly from here. So there are three elements. One, you can find the tab in the data tab, data. You have all the data, column A all the way to J. And then column L, little bit of instructions being given, how that values are there, and what is the functional guide, meaning what are the formula being used and so on. And then instruction, the data directly coming from the Wikipedia. The best part is that whenever the data changes in the Wikipedia, automatically, dynamically, the dashboard also will get reflected. This is very cool feature. And then you also have a dashboard also. Similarly, like this dashboard, we can definitely create it. So we'll walk through on that. So this is the data they have for the how many people have walked, with which city, and how much duration and so on, right? This is the data set. This is the date. In the date, you have a the month followed by date and year and all that, right? So and then what's the timing from the time, for example, 6:44 a.m. and all that. So 6:44, we can easily find out the VLOOKUP value. In the lookup value, this is coming from R, right? So you're converting that B2 into R, right? This is what you have, that 6 is R, 7 hours, 8 hours, 4 hour, and right, all that you're converting it. And then you're giving that 0. If it is 0, it is morning. If it is 12 noon, it is afternoon. If it is 18, the value is up to 18, it is called evening. And late after that, 21 and all that, night. And then you have run, right? So in the run, you can easily find that the value will get run, right? So you're only adding, and so morning run, afternoon run, right? Evening run. So what you're telling is that you're doing it lookup value. That lookup value is that you're converting this actual value to an R so that it can easily converted. Otherwise, it will be very difficult, right? Because this also inclusive of minutes also. And then further to it, 0, you're giving like up to 0. Anything in the night time, morning you can give, and 12 you can give, afternoon, evening, and all that. And then and you can say run. Run, maybe morning run. Instead of morning time, you can also change it to time also as well, like morning time. Let's say if you wanted to change, you will be able to change, right? Morning time and all that. And then you can drag that up also as well. You will be able to do the same thing, but I will keep it now just run, just to explain that one I have done it. So run. Okay, fine. And then distance is also variable data, but here what they have done is that from column E, you can see here, this is the distance meter. That meter has been converted into miles, right? So how to do it? So simple formula. So you take this distance and then you can convert into meter. right? Same like you can convert into kilometer and so on, right? And for example, let's say kilometer, right? This is 3 kilometer. Similarly, I'm just changing back to miles. Mi, you can just say I'm just changing back to miles. But in India, let's say it is usually been referred as kilometer, right? Let's say I wanted to add one column to the right, and then perhaps you can put like distance kilometer. You can put it if you would like to have. So what I'm doing it, I'm just invoking the same formula, convert. So this is the value, comma, and then this is in the miles, right? So I need kilometer. Perfect, right? So this is how it has been easily calculated. From that, I have just converted into this. Let's say I want one more decimal will be great, right? So you can just keep it here. Now this is kilometer also been done, right? From the distance we have converted. Duration is also variable data, right? That means it has been recorded. So for example, it is 10 minute 10 second 27, right? These are all no it is there as a, this is hour, this is minutes, and this seconds. And then elevation one, elevations centimeter, how much elevation we have done and all that, this is there. And that elevation has been converted into centimeter, sorry, feet, right? This is centimeter, this is feet. So feet will be better, right? 41 feet, 5 feet and all that, right? So this has been converted. Same like distance to this has been converted. And pace is very interesting. Pace is actually like duration divided by distance. Let's say the same pace, what I will do, I'll just add one more in the right side. Sorry, I'll keep it somewhere next to column J. The pace I'll convert into kilometer also, no problem. And all you have to do is that similarly how the G2 is there, G2 is a duration, like time is very important, right? So time divided, so maybe I'll use bracket, okay, divided by, and let's say I wanted to go by kilometer. Almost fantastic. So this is autofill. Okay, fantastic. So that means if you say this is in the so you can see here, this is in the miles, this is in the pace miles or speed in the miles, and but here I have converted into kilometer. Let's say you can say the speed. So this is the speed, and so this is again this from the miles point of view. This is kilometer point of view. Miles is also an international one. We can also have that. So and then you have a city. In the city, this is a discrete data. So what are the discrete data we have? So this is the discrete data, like all the place name is there, New York and all that, right? So let's say I will add one more New York or Chicago. I will add it, and maybe I'll add one more line item. So you have a 90. So in the actual dashboard, you'll find up to 89. I have added this one. Maybe I'll add one more line item. Let's say 91. Maybe here I will change it actually, like 2020 I will add it. And here 2023 I will add it, no problem. Okay. And now time, let's say we walked on 8 p.m. right? 8 p.m. is an evening walk, right? Should be evening, right? Copy and paste it here, and then evening run it automatically says, right? And then distance, let's say distance been traveled, how much distance been traveled? Let's say I've walked a lot, maybe I may say 5 miles. Sorry, so this I will have to convert, right? So distance meter, let's say we have walked for 5,555, right? So then you can easily convert into miles. Okay. okay, and okay. So now I have not dragged that formula. So just dragging it. So that means in terms of miles, it's 3.45. Similarly, you can find here. I'm just dragging that formula. Just make sure that we have the right one. That means 5 kilometer I have walked. Almost 6 kilometer I have walked. Let's say duration 6 kilometer may take 1 hour, right? So 1 hour, maybe 10 minutes. I'm just giving 10 seconds. So yeah. So elevation, so maybe 2200, and elevation feet. Again, you're converting everything into feet, and I will just convert here. This is a feet. So that means elevation centimeter into feet. And pace. Pace is calculated, right? So copy, paste, and paste. So that means the pace is 20. Every 20 minutes, I'm just completing 1,000 steps, right? And then this is miles. Sorry, this is miles, and similarly you can convert into kilometer. I'm just making sure that I'm just dragging the same formula. So this is correct. This is correct, and yeah. This is in Chicago. So similarly, let's say instead of Chicago, maybe I'll put it somewhere in India. Let's say Chennai, example, just to show that how the geograph look like. That's what I'm just showing here. And this also I will just keep. I will just remove because I'm just only giving by city. I will go only by city, not country. Okay, fine. Now this is done. What it is auto save, right? So you can see here it is automatically getting saved. This is fantastic news. Now what I'll do, let's go to the instruction. In the instruction you will find, so this is a CV file. I said that is coming directly from Wikipedia. If you wanted to copy, you can see here this file, this link is already here, right? So HTTP wiki comma separated values, right? So and then you have a more values coming from these two sources, and then copy paste your data tab, and it gives like export the data from this one to into CV file, and then copy paste your data into data tab, and then update the data range, right? For example, let's say wherever we have, because the for graph and all that we have to tell that range everything, right? And then you also have like feature to try, use a slicer. Slicer is how you have in Excel, same like this is called slicer, right? Slicer is very useful, and this has been print shot. Refer to function guide, and I mean the function guide you have here, right? So they have given beautifully like what are the formula being used, right? So chart name of the chart, parameter one, parameter two. There are two charts are there, and total miles, how it has been average pace. For average pace is there, fastest is again time, and all that is it is there. And where are you running? There is something called where are you running. So this is the heading. The heading is it is taken from the discrete data called city. Total runs type. Total runs, you can find it here in that one. Total runs. Again in total runs here you have here mostly in evening time 50%, in morning time 50%, right? So and then this is one, and lookup value we have already learned how to have the lookup value. This has been converted into hours and all that, and ampersand and then run, right? So morning run, afternoon run, converted, we have converted miles to this one, and we also converted miles to kilometer and so on. This is the query file is coming directly from data, and all the data set you're selecting, and then you're ordering by morning time, you're ordering by evening. So I'll show you like how to limit the data. Let's say I want the data, let's say top five, not more than that. We can also do that, right? We will go to the dashboard now. This is how this is now the dashboard looks very nice. So remember, this is called slicer. In the slicer, again, how to add the slicer? It is very easy. You can go and insert and add the slicer, right? So this is much easier. And then in the formatting also, you have a formatting, you can clear that and all that, right? So you can also add that the filter and all that, right? In the filter, you have all the filters you'll be able to add. This is called slicer, right? If you want the any slicer, let's say you want slicer on, let's say this is column A, right? Column A is the time, and column D is what? Column D is column D is miles. Let's say, okay, column A, and this is the range of A and all that. So you will be able to do, and column J and column C. But what I want is that just to show you, maybe I can go for kilometer. I'm just ignoring that one. Okay, and then you will, of course, you will be able to do that also as well. Okay, I mean, for slicer, of course, you have to select the entire data. That's what it is showing up. Okay, but I'm just skipping this. So this is what the slicer is being added. I'm just skipping this again. So because for slicer, one condition is that you have to select whole thing, and then in the customize, you have to tell that what. So you're going by date, or you're going by what you need to tell, right? So, and again, similarly for this, double click on it, you will find like you're going by morning run or what, and all that you can do that. And then customize, again you can customize the fonts, everything. Okay, and then you have a tiny options here, right? This is you can just filter by any range, right? You can create more conditions and all that, right? This is all about slicer. Let's go to this one and edit slicer, and okay, we'll skip this one because we already have that slicer. Okay, and then total miles is actually some value, of course, right? You can see there are two ways. This value, double click on it, you will find this one, or you can just double click this edit chart. Anything is fine. Okay, this is coming from a score chart. The chart name is score chart, and you can also have a different graph also as well. Let's say, like say this chart and all that, but I will just keep it like this, right? And maybe, yeah, I'll keep it like just some value, right? This is just some value. So how that it aggregates some value. If you want like minimum value, you can have minimum value. If you want median, you can have median. If you want maximum, you can have maximum. But count 90, count 90 cell data. And then why it is showing 90? Because this is the range we have not given. But you remember that we have added two more line item. So maybe I'll give 93. I think we have up to 93, right? Okay, no problem. It's refreshing it, and yeah, we have till 91, right? The reference number is 91. Okay, I think now it has refreshed, so this is great. Double click on it, and then you have 92 is get refreshed. So this is fantastic. So, and then some value and all that count, but we don't want count. We want max. I mean, we want some value, right? Some value. You can just click on some value. And let's say you don't want any decimal, again you can go to customize and the key chart, right? And key values, in the values like font size, if you want to reduce, you can reduce, change and all that you will be able to do. Baseline data, we don't have anything, right? So this is positive factor because it's greater than 80. Let's, okay, chart and access, again you will be able to change total miles, right? Total miles you can change, or let's say you also wanted like kilometer, right? So again, if you want, you can definitely change that also as well, right? And then you have different colors, right? So you will be able to do that. Okay. Similarly, average is you can see that average formula. Double click on it, J2. I'm just giving 92. Okay. Double click, 92 has been updated, and this is average value, and then you can customize it. Average pace, right? And instead of pace I will say speed also. Fantastic. So this is also done. Fantastic. So, and then fastest time. Fastest time is the minimum time taken, right? So you can see here the first part. So again, this G column, G is we have duration, right? So the less duration is, for example, 10 minutes is a less duration, but we have also gone for 1 hour also as well, right? So less duration is, fastest time is 10 minutes. So the 10-minute walk. And then distance over time, you can see here distance over time. Double click on this, you will be able to have that smooth line. And if you want any other chart like this, you will be able to change that chart also as well, but I will keep it the same chart. And you will also will be able to do that distance. This is not looking good, and maybe gauge is for only one variable. If you have it, you will be able to do that. And this requires more data. 1 second. Waterfall chart. Now we don't need a waterfall chart also looks good, right? So it is keep adding it every time, it is keep adding it one, and it giving that how much over a period of time, how much distance been traveled, right? Subtotal is giving it. And if you don't want waterfall chart, of course you have various options, like let's say scatter. So mostly the values are, I think scatter will be the right one, because the variable time is a variable, miles is a variable, the scatter will be more better, right? So, and now what I will do, I will just do that coloring into some blue colors. I'll keep, so I think looks good, right? And pace over time. So over time, again here, pace over time, we are talking about, I think the best chart will be in this case waterfall chart. So I will go for waterfalls. Yeah, fantastic. This is also right. And you can find here, and this is what I was talking about. So you can see a double click on this, you can find, I will just add it 92 also. Yeah, so this is in the standard format histogram. And if you want like 100, you can give, but the standard format is better. So all that with the date and all that you have, right? And then you will be able to customize and do that. So I just need histogram, proper histogram. I think histogram without any charts, I think I can take it this one. Yeah. All right. So this is one total runs. This is one. This is very nighttime. What is that? Morning time 40%, is at nighttime 43%. So that means evening time people are more walking than the morning, and the least time is night run, and afternoon time people are walking less, right? So you double click on this chart and you will find in the setup, like pie chart is there. Let's say you don't want the pie chart, let's say you want something, bubble chart example. Let bubble chart requires more variable, three variables are required, so that's what it's showing, but we have only one variable in this case, right? So I think this also, but pie chart was better, right? I will just go back to pie chart. Yeah, pie chart was better. Yeah. And then where are you running? And one point I forgot to mention about this one. So this is also, if you look at here, the values, first value, data has been taken from all this A2 into J, right? And then select A, B, D, F, I, right? A, B, D, I mean, these are all variable data, right? So A, B, D, F, and I, right? And in that, what you're telling in the system is that top 10 run, right? So maybe I will just put it like top morning, right? Morning, we know that it is slightly lesser than the evening, right? So maybe I will say top 5, right? In the top 5, what I have to do, I have to just change that here by limit by 5. Just enter, just 5, right? 5 value, top file value. So you can see the durations, everything, and so on. It is easily picking up. Let's say, well, let's say you want by 8. Let's say I will keep it 8, You can keep it here. And then similarly, you also find that here we need more, right? So maybe I'll keep it like 15. It will be great because we have more data. And then you can drag that white fonts and all that. You will be able to do that. And what I will do, I will double click on this first value. I'll keep it only 12. That will be great. Yeah. And then I will just keep it the same font. Yeah. So it will look good. Yeah. So same font. It will look good, right? So this has been top. Here we have 12. Here we have 8. Great. And similarly, histogram we have already done. This is an interesting chart called geo chart. And along with the geo chart, how you can also have like this scale also as well. And let's see and how to do that. Double click on it, and it's called geo chart with marker. And then you're taking, because we have column L, which is the city, right? We have also added a couple of cities also as well. And what you have to do is you have to double click on this. So the city, it is taking geochart data is taking from L2 to L105. We have given long data, but our data ends with in 92. That's okay. And chart, and then give okay, and customize in the geo. This is a world, right? So world map. So you can give a region as world. And if you want like minimum value, where are you running, right? Minimum value, I may say you can also convert that also as well. So this is the data. The more point marker is a more good, right? So I'll just slightly change. Minimum, I may say gray, and mid, I may say I will encourage that one. I will say blue, and maximum I may encourage. I may say green, right? And then no values I will return as a no value. So this is one. And maybe instead of gray, I will use some other colors, maybe light blue example. Okay, so you can see here, it is easily you can create this one, right? Maybe I can show you this also as well, because geochart is very useful whenever you have a discrete data. You can easily find it out. This is the one, right? Very simple. Go to insert, go to chart. In the chart, you have a scorecard is coming up, but scorecard just it is showing 90, but we want geochart. Just scroll down and further scroll down, and you will find geo. There are two map is there. One is geochart simple, and geochart with marker. Marker will be better. And see, 92 value we have, right? And city, this is taken by city, and it is beautifully, it has come. Let's say India, we have couple of places, right? It has come very beautifully. And then in customize, you can customize this also as well, right? So this is how this chart has been created, and whenever you are changing that value, you can also change it. So whatever the markers we have given, that also comes under the slicer, right? So you can easily find it. Only if you want, you're interested in this area, you can easily do it, right? Very, very simple, but very effective dashboard. This is how the dashboard can be created using Google Sheet. And the video went very long, but I am at the end of the day, I hope that you have learned many things, many analytical terms you have learned, and start trying it out. I will also will be coming with some more examples. Happy learning, and try more creating the charts. Thank you so much.